Springville is a city lined with enchanting bronze statues and historic architecture, home to annual cultural festivals, thriving community organizations, and Utah's first museum for the visual arts. But for a community that prides itself as the art city, Springville desperately needs a permanent venue for the performing arts. The Rivoli Theater on Main Street is vacant and in need of renovation, but it could be the perfect solution.
Just walking in was kind of exciting. It brought back the old-time magic feel that I've never experienced because I wasn't alive in the 50s, but it's kind of that fun feel, and I don't think we get that in a lot of places these days.
The Rivoli was a mainstay, and it really historically means it represents an era, and it represents a great future as an arts center for the city.
I see this theater as an anchor to the city. We have wonderful bookends of the new library and the Springville Museum of Art. But right here in the middle of town, we needed a theater, and we wanted to see that happen.
There's a definite need for this type of building.
Well, you can't have an art city without a theater. You just can't.
I go to Hale Center Theater in Orem, and they do amazing things in that small space. And I would like to see us be able to do something like that here.
Like the Springville Playhouse has tried to do plays, you know, all along and over in the library basement. I think maybe, you know, if we had a really good facility, there'd be more interest, and I'm sure that people would want to produce more things.
The Springville Playhouse is looking for a new home. I feel it's important that we have a home for the Playhouse because we're the oldest continuously running community theater in the state. And so I think we owe it to the community to continue with that.
Once the library is torn down, Springville Playhouse will have to move. We won't cease to exist, but we will not have a home. Our home will be gone.
If people really understood that it could be gone long term instead of just short term, they might wake up and understand that it's time now to do something that will make a difference.
And so there are just these needs that the restoration of this building would respond to, would answer to preserve the artistic value of this building and the performing value of this building and the historical value of this building.
The Rivoli Theater was originally opened as a silent movie house in 1927 by Swedish immigrant and future mayor Emil Oslund. It soon became a venue not just for films, newsreels, and Saturday cartoons, but a central gathering place for meetings, lectures, and humanitarian engagement in the community.
It was never a grand theater like perhaps the Egyptian in Park City. It was Art Deco. It was absolutely fit the area, and we'd just like to bring it back to that again.
Is what this theater deserves, is what this community deserves, is what this community needs. These seats don't deserve to be empty. They deserve to be filled. To not have this theater restored is, in my opinion, is something that just cannot happen.
The Rivoli was upgraded with new technology over the years, but struggled under new ownership and was shuttered in 1963. Residents pushed for the city to purchase the property and convert it into a community-operated recreation center, but plans never materialized. It reopened in 1967 under new private ownership as the Villa Theater. A stage was added in 1977 to accommodate live performances, though films were still shown intermittently over the years as ownership continued to change hands. Springville City finally purchased the theater in 2008, just before an economic downturn that stalled restoration plans before they could start.
The business climate now is difficult for small businesses and for local businesses to survive, so there has to be something to bring you to the area. An empty building brings down the things around it.
If the theater is not revived and redone, if the money isn't raised,
it just, makes me cringe just thinking about it.
I think it will be a detriment to our city.
The Rivoli is depending on donations from the local community to finance its restoration. In today's challenging economic climate, it may seem unimportant to invest in a theater, but research has shown that communities that invest in the arts reap the additional benefits of jobs, economic growth, and a quality of life that positions them to compete in our 21st century creative economy. Imagine what a thriving, community-operated center for the arts could bring to Springville's growing and increasingly diverse population.
I think it should be restored. I mean, restored.
This is a great opportunity for us to restore a treasure that's been here, but it's more about what the potential uses of this theater could be.
It still would be nice to have the films. I would come to them again.
Showing like old classics and make it a family event.
This building, if the kids could come here on a Saturday afternoon and see a good flick.
Show Little Rascal movies or the Three Stooges movies all day.
That's right. That's right.
Have movies down here again or have plays.
It'd be a great thing when we can get this theater remodeled and we can get some live theater going on down here at night again on a more regular basis.
If there were a good piano, it would be a good place for piano recitals.
I think there will be a lot of opportunities for the youth. They need a place to perform. They need a place to show their skills.
Youth theater, a summer program, summer workshops.
Have that battle of the bands.
And I could see dance groups performing here.
Musettes could do concerts here.
And I'm hoping that that will be a possibility in the future, that we'll be able to hold our concerts here.
You could have plays, you could have films, you could have other community meetings and things here.
Springville Historical Society, lecture or information, a presentation.
And meetings of, I don't know, the Kiwanis Club, Rotary Club.
To be able to have community meetings here. There is a dearth of that in this town. We need a gathering place.
Well, there are several groups that really would benefit from this theater.
And make our Springville Main Street a place to come again.
Draw in people from not just Springville, Mapleton, Provo, other cities too. I think that it could be a real jewel.
Businesses could stay open in the evening if there are patrons to come in and support them. And so it can have a very major economic influence on downtown Springville.
I think it will bring a certain ambience to downtown where they can come and eat at one of the restaurants.
We'd support it. We would support and come to the theater or whatever they were having here. We think it would be great.
It would be nice in Springville if you had someplace that you could go just a mile away, and it will be something that the citizens of Springville and others can be very, very proud of. As far as getting it renovated, it's going to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and every dollar counts.
It will cost at least $500,000 to make the theater safe and operational. The front of the building will be restored to its original Art Deco style in accordance with its historic designation, including the replacement of a jutting ticket booth that was removed in the 1960s. The interior will be remodeled for improved functionality and to meet current codes, while maintaining a historic look and feel. Though costs could be partially offset by in-kind donations from local contractors and businesses, the full restoration may cost upwards of $1 million. Without funding, the Rivoli Theater will remain vacant and unfit for use, a fading memory instead of a vibrant community treasure.
The theater is a piece of Springville. It's a piece of your life. You're going to enjoy the people that are here. You're going to know the people who are on stage. And in contributing to the theater is really contributing to your own welfare, your own well-being.
This theater has meant more to me in my life than I can ever fully express. I mean, it just comes out because there's just so much here.
The city and the citizens of Springville need to band together and support restoring the Rivoli Theater.
So we just need to get with it.
Involvement.
Yeah, everybody has to get involved in some way.
I would say one of the reasons Springville's great is because of volunteerism. And so I'd say just come on, help, get involved.
We're pinning the future of the Springville Playhouse on raising those funds.
You think it can be done?
Yes, we do.
We need to make it happen.
The money's still out there. All we have to do is just find it. The Rivoli Theater needs to be restored.
But we need your help, and you can make it happen.
Come look at this building, and all you have to do is walk in and you can see the potential. Yes, it takes a little bit of money, but when it's complete, it'll be amazing.
Join hands with your community to preserve this theater and revitalize Main Street. Learn more about how you can help at savetherivoli.org.